Hi, we are.
NoonaTalk.
I'm Zara,
And I'm Sophia.
and we're back with a brand new episode. Today, we're doing another round of unpopular opinions and dissecting whether or not they're a valid opinion. I mean, everyone's opinion is valid, but blah, blah, blah. We're still going to give our opinion on them, on your opinions. We are Noona Talk, a podcast where we talk about K-pop, K-culture, K-drama, everything under the sun. Especially if you're a Desi stan, even if you're not, we welcome you anyway. We're here on YouTube every alternate week, so hit subscribe so that you can see this. And if you don't want to watch it, that's completely fine. We're on all podcasting platforms like Spotify, Amazon, and so much more. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, if you go to our past videos, you can see some of our older reacting to opinions. We've done BTS opinions. We've asked our followers to tell us their unpopular opinions and questioned and judged those. So yeah, we've done this before. So our let's see what a new crop of opines can we opine on.
So today we're going to react to Reddit unpopular K-pop opinions
Okay.
because
Okay.
Reddit is my favorite platform. This is
Valid. And
biased.
it's such a massive collection of people from the world over.
The first one is I think that it's good that Hype doesn't care about live vocals.
Okay, but what do you think they're talking about? Like which group? Because Hybe has a lot of groups with them.
Mm-hmm. I think
So,
a lot of Hype groups don't do like live vocals in music shows, and I know this is related, probably related to the recent La Seraphim controversy. But this particular post is not only referring to La Seraphim, they are referring to a lot of other groups without being specific. So
okay.
New Jeans also doesn't sing live for a lot of their performances. And I don't know if it's a hype specific thing though. What do you think?
I also don't think it's a Hive specific thing. I know certain companies do lay a lot of heavy emphasis on their singers being very singers,
Mhm.
but I okay. How do you feel about this? I don't care if my artist is singing live, especially if they're dancing. Like if they're standing and singing, then they had better be live. But if they're
Hmm.
dancing and doing those insane formations and actually performing in a physically exerting way, then I don't care if they're singing live or not. What about you?
I think, yeah, I don't care either. I either like the song or I don't like the song. I think it is shady when they do this like live recording where they record the vocals like they're singing live. So they'll record things like breath and all of those things, and then that would play. So it's like
Oh,
the
so it
illusion of,
feels live.
yeah, it's like the illusion of live singing. I think that is deceptive. But I
That is
think,
shady.
yeah, because when you look at other artists, like mainstream artists, sure, there's like Adele and whatever who do sing like live, but a lot of people do just have the backing track and then they'll sing on top of it, and then there's a performance aspect of it and everything. But personally, yeah, sure, you can. The actual opinion is that Hype doesn't care, but honestly, as an audience, I don't care. I mean,
Same.
maybe
I
for
don't
concerts.
for even for concerts, honestly, if you are jumping around and performing, then I am here for the performance. I'm
Yeah.
not going to judge you on your vocal skills. But if you, like I said, if it is a stand and sing, if it is a one of those more passive performances,
Hmm.
then I want you to be singing live. But if
Yeah.
it isn't, then it's okay.
Yeah, I think it depends case to case. Like if it is like a 3 hour show you pay for and there is no live singing, that is like,
Hmm.
yeah. K-pop fandom names are cringe.
Oh, hard agree. Hard agree. We have run out of names. Actually, even K-pop group names have started becoming beyond awful. Why has
Mm.
it become like one of those password guessing ones or like usernames where it has to have a number in it? It has to have like some sort of special symbol in it. Why? Like agar hyphen nahi dala to nahi banega group name is so bizarre.
Hmm. And also, this is funny where it's like grown adults, also known as uncles and auntie stans, are calling themselves bunnies and blinks. Um,
That
I
I don't think is fair.
very honestly, yeah, some names are weird. Like I think Weenies as one host fandom is the worst name you could find. Yeah. Personally, Yeah, I guess the names are weird, but I don't think it's cringe, TBH. Like I think have better names, yes, but people calling themselves by a
Yeah,
fandom name is not cringe in my
that's not
opinion.
bad at all. Especially regardless of age. Like, who are we to sort of gatekeep that?
Exactly. Like what you like, call yourself what you want.
Yeah, if you can
That's
call yourself a Manu
okay.
fan, then yeah, you can call yourself a
Exactly.
bunny at any
Exactly.
age. Hmm.
It says G Idol would be the main contender for the fourth gen leader group if they were from a big four company. I agree.
I agree too.
Yeah.
My only sort of, I don't know. I feel like, oh wait, is Twice fourth
Third
gen or
gen.
third gen? Ah,
Third gen.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so yeah, no cap. Like, I do agree. I think G Idol really have that position in my head. At least they
They
really
already
feel like
do.
that.
Yeah, I think they've
Yeah.
kind of also established by themselves. But I think what would be interesting is that as they're in Cube, right? They're not in a big three, a big four, whatever label, and because of that they get a lot of freedom to do exactly what they're doing. Like their whatever
Mm.
brand image is a lot of it is self-generated, like so much of it just comes from Soyeon. And I would question if they were, say, under a YG or a Hype or a SM, would they even be able to bring that to the table?
That's true. That's a really good point. Like, they might not be able to generate the kind of creative freedom that they do have right now.
Exactly.
Um, but
So
despite that, despite
might
what
be
the
bigger,
opinion,
but yeah, sorry, go on.
like, but that's what I mean. Despite what this opinion is saying that G Idol would have been, I still, in my mind, they are.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think? Could is G Idol like a leader in your mind as well? Tell us in the comments. Next opinion.
Male idols are the ones to blame for delusional fans.
I don't agree. I just think it's easier to blame things on women, to be like, oh, female fans are the ones who are being delulus.
No, but they're blaming it on male idols.
I know, but it's the fans who are being delulu. It's not actually.
We are experiencing a thought.
Yeah, as I said that. No, I don't know how I feel because on one hand, I want to defend women and be like, no, it isn't just female fans who are delulu, it's also male fans. And obviously, that also has to stem from then not just female, but like fans of female idols.
Mhm.
So it's both ways that way, but yeah, maybe.
I agree. I think, yeah, I think the whole culture, like the K-pop, like there is like fan service which
Hmm.
exists, I think, in all spaces, including F1, which I did not know was a thing.
Which was so
But
bizarre.
yeah, like F1 fandom is like unexpectedly sprung up on me. But I do agree. I think K-pop, I think I follow both boy groups and girl groups, and I definitely feel there is a lot more like Deluluism that is pushed, like those POV or on a date, and like there's so many like girlfriend or boyfriend, not, yeah, like basically partner coded
Partner
things
things, yeah.
that male idols do more than female idols. Female idols also do it, but I think male idols do it more because I think what K-pop companies have realized is that playing the Delulu for uh, mostly female targeted audience is easier, and for male
And
targeted
it
audience,
takes,
the
yeah,
sexy is what works. So giving,
sexy and like hard to get.
yeah, yeah, like
Mm.
a cute girl or a hot girl, like those are
But
the things that work.
I'm not sure if this is still continuing because I mean I don't follow a lot of very young groups nowadays, and fourth gen like has a lot of young boy groups. I haven't followed their like content as such. I have heard their music, but I don't
It
know
still
if this
happens.
is okay. Is it
Yeah.
okay?
It's like, oh,
Mm.
you're all my girlfriends, or I think, and a lot of it is how the whole dating culture is also addressed, where it's like, my partners are my fans, which
Ah,
and to a lot of people, like, we can see, and I feel like most people can see through it, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's fan service. But if someone's on the edge, maybe things like these push them more to the Lulu stage.
yeah. And then the Delulu thing also shows up in more than just the this is my partner, right? It also becomes this weird, like, infantilizing thing, this whole thing where, like, when your idol does eventually date or get married or whatever, then there's a lot of like, oh, the other person doesn't deserve them because someone else would be better or whatever. Like, there's a lot of that. And a lot of
Hmm.
defending your idol for things. Like, there have been examples of idols in the past who have maybe even just basic things. I mean, they're not basic, I think, societally, whatever. I don't care about them. Like, who've been, caught smoking. And a lot of people are like,
Hmm.
oh, he could never be a
My
smoker. And it's
my idol could never.
like,
Yeah, I agree. Luna should have disbanded way earlier than it did.
I don't know. I don't know enough about Luna to be able to give an opinion on this, like whether I agree or not. Would you know more?
I kind of also what they're saying is like Butterfly was a big hit, and they went downhill from there. And the full group should have never been in the first place because I'll tell you what, they had like a year and a half worth of pre-debut stuff where they did like solo projects, they did subunit projects, and I think finally when they did things as a group together, it after that it didn't work. So I agree with this. And now they're making a full debut under Artemis, where I think five of the members are under another label and are debuting. And yeah, I think Luna's strength did lie in their sub units over other things.
Okay, interesting. Like I said, I just don't know enough about them to be able to be like, yes.
Mm. No, so the unpopular opinion is that they people blame the downfall of Luna solely on the company, but as a project, they think it was unsustainable, and I kind of agree. Look at me agreeing with all the unpopular opinions.
You're so edgy.
Fans need. I think this builds upon our Idols Can't Sing one, where it's like fans need to take responsibility for autotune culture in K-pop in the current generation because they praise the vocals even when it's lip synced and cannot healthily critique group singing and don't appreciate main vocals or actual vocal talent and care more about commercial success over the quality of work.
I agree with parts of the statement.
Okay.
Um, I think the genuine critique thing, I absolutely agree. I think there's there is just mass appreciation for idols versus their body of work, and because you like the idol, you'll just say yes, the best song that they have released is this one, and it's just like, is it, or are you just into the idol? So I do agree. Like, I think constructive criticism or just general logical thinking really has gone out of the way. But I don't know if fans are to blame for autotune, because it depends on how autotune is used, because a lot of people do use it stylistically versus it being a crutch. And if you're using it as a crutch, I mean, it's like, where do you draw the line, I guess? Like, how auto-tuned is the auto-tune? I don't, like, to
Yeah.
me it feels like that. Like, if it's extremely, or if you're given T-Pain, then maybe think about it. But other than that, I'm just like, eh. But I do think I agree with a lot of the other points made, that, like, there is a lack of recognition of actual skills and talent, and looking at commercial success versus actual quality. Hard agree.
Hmm.
Hard agree. Like, that the way that spoke to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a more complex issue, but I agree with the fact that the criticism is not there. But I also feel like there needs to be space for everything. Like it's K-pop is just like a very broad umbrella of things, and there should be space for like vocal driven groups, there should be space for dance driven, auto tune, non auto tune, like how the music industry is in general. But I think there is also a general trend of auto tune and non live singing in pop and mainstream music as well. And I think that is just dripping down into K-pop. So I don't think it's necessarily fans are to be blamed, but more of like
Exactly.
what the industry trends and shifts are in.
Like I wouldn't blame the fans for it, and I also don't
Mm.
think it's something to be blamed for. Like I don't know if it's a even a bad thing to use auto
Mhm.
tune, even if it's a sound that I personally just don't even enjoy as such. But still, yeah, I like don't think it's a bad thing.
Okay, you know what? I found a cute one.
Okay, I'm ready. Is it me?
Um,
Are you talking about me?
okay, so the final opinion is that somebody says, I do not like most idols' eyebrows.
What?
So typically, the shape of the eyebrow is fine. It's just the color they use for the pencil is orangey warm toned, which does not fit the complexion of most idols. It makes them washed out, and color reminds them of poop.
As strange as it's going to sound, I think I partially agree with this opinion.
Yeah. See?
Because I'll tell you why. I always, since perpetuity of even looking at K-pop peripherally, have always had a problem with K-pop idol music, makeup. Sorry, like I just, it's so bad. It's always bad. Like especially live performing makeup is just, it's ghastly. I think the trends are very, especially skin color, like the color thing, the washed out
Mm,
look.
mm.
I can't appreciate that. A lot of them are beautiful, stunning, glowing people. Let them look human. Why is the zombie look a thing? Why is anemia attractive to you? Like there are some trends
That's
which
the
are
thing.
nice. Like the crystals are cute. Like they really brought the crystal trend before Euphoria ever did. And there's a lot of work with glitter, like which
Yeah.
is stunningly done. But so much of it is bad. I don't know if I specifically have a problem with the eyebrows. I don't think I've ever thought of that.
I have noticed the brown, orangey eyebrows that they do a
Have you?
lot, and it is like a little weird, but I don't think it's, I don't know. For me, it's like, okay, if do what you like. But I guess if it is to the extent that people are noticing and it's like bad, then yeah. I guess I understand their point where if the makeup is completely cool toned and the skin color itself is cool toned and then the eyebrows are warm toned, it makes very little sense.
I feel like idol makeup just
It's
there
too
are there is
backward.
yeah, there is some idol makeup that is done very specifically for like how it should be filmed,
Mm,
and that still works because then it goes through a lot of editing and everything and processing.
mm.
But performance makeup is just no.
Yeah, maybe the makeup artists are reliant on this processing to cover up so they don't skill up as
I
much.
don't know if it's skill. I think it is just trend. Like
Trend,
they
okay.
think, like I
That's
think that
fair.
is just the style how it
Oh,
is. Like
okay.
how South Asian bridal makeup is a very specific style. I think
Mm.
Korean idol performing makeup is a very specific style,
Oh, okay.
which I
That
cannot
makes
appreciate.
okay, so those were some unpopular K-pop opinions and our opinions of those unpopular K-pop
Are they
opinions.
unpopular? If we also agreed, let's just
Maybe
be
we are
honest.
just unpopular in our
Oh my god,
thoughts.
how dare you? How dare you? I work so hard. You say I'm unpopular. But these were some of our opinions. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know in the comments below which ones you agreed with, because I am also curious to know if the unpopular opinions are really unpopular or not. We will be back with a brand new episode in exactly 2 weeks. Will it be about K pop? Will it be about K drama? Who knows? Till then, I was Zara.
And I was Sophia. We'll see you next time.